Hey guys, what is up? Team Duels Alliance 671. Long time no see, guys. See anything different? I finally got the camera stand that I'm hoping for. And I'm hoping these earbuds make great microphones so I don't have to try to speak too loudly for you guys. So, without further ado, let's get started for the long awaited Exodia deck profile. Exodia deck tutorial. So before we get started, a few notable changes. I decided to add 2 super all-ins instead of 3. I felt 3 was unnecessary, but 2 is the magic number. And I decided to add a second flower gathering because it's necessary to bust out your um, flower Cardian monsters as much as possible to help the deck synchro summon as much as possible. This is technically a synchro turbo, so we gotta do what we can. Am I right? And it's a good way to kick off what is it called? Halloween, because the mummy. Oh, I'm just kidding. He's technically based on Osiris. Fun fact. So we're like putting him back together like in the story. Then again, Cypher is also based on Osiris. Mysteries of Yu-Gi-Oh! Are they the same god? Who knows? Without further ado, let's get started. So we'll do the shuffle my older brother taught me about 7 times. I think I count 7 for the last one. At least up to 7 times. Okay, it's field center. Without further ado, let's get started. Here are the cards. Exodia's head right off the bat. Flower stacking. And a second Exodia piece, whoever thought. Okay, so let's see what we could do with this one. Let's draw. It's necessary to draw on this one because it's necessary to go second in this one because you never know. You might draw an extra Exodia piece, so don't be afraid to go second in Exodia decks. It's actually best. So, not a very impressive hand, but we'll start off with flower stacking. This literally does as the name implies. So we'll stack flower curtain, and let's not forget to stack our tuner, as well as Supergrass is pretty much to create a magical mallet out of your flower guardians, but I'll show you how that works later. Okay, so let me show you how this works overall. Okay, so we'll stack this on top. We're gonna go ahead and normal summon Cherry Blossom. Normally you could special summon this when there's a level 2 or lower flower guardian on the field, but here we'll make an exception. Then we'll go ahead and special summon Willow. We have no use of the effect just yet, but we'll go ahead and use Cherry Blossom's effect once per turn. We tribute this, and then we activate the top card of the deck. If it's a flower guardian, we may add it to our hand. And then we can activate the effect. Search your deck for a flower guardian and either add it to your hand or special summon it, but for this case, we'll go ahead and special summon Pelonia Butterfly. This is the one we'll grab straight from the deck and then special summon it. And then, since it was properly special summoned, cut the deck. We'll activate the effect, activate the top card of the deck, so on for most of the flower guardian cards. If it's a flower guardian, add it to your hand. If not, go straight to graveyard. It's not. Reincarnation, though. What this does is that if it's sent from the deck to the graveyard, I trigger the effect. I activate the top 5 cards of the deck, and then I may add a spell card amongst them. Interesting. We're going to go ahead and add Allure Darkness, and then we could put it on top of the deck in any order we want. So lo and behold, all we have to do is activate Allure Darkness. And we already got the third piece off the bat. Okay, let's go ahead and banish one. So go ahead and banish the Flower Guardian Cherry Blossom. And from the way we stacked it, I believe we put a Flower Guardian top somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. So let's trust our memory by using Cherry Blossom of Curtain effect. You literally reveal it from your hand, and then you draw 1 card from your deck. If it's a Flower Guardian, you special summon it. If you're not, you go straight to the graveyard. Okay, so I might have mistaken that. But fun fact for this one, you could, even if you don't hit a Flower Cardian, you can still keep going, which is funny. But to be on the safe side, let's go ahead and special summon Willow. Okay, then once per turn we'll activate Willow effect, and then we'll shuffle back the Willow from the graveyard, and then we draw one new card. Excellent, we drew a Lure of Darkness. Okay, so before we activate that, let's go ahead and thin out the deck a little bit more. Let's go ahead and synchro summon between these three into Flower Cardian Moonflower Viewing. Remember that all tuners and Flower Cardians treat all of their materials, including themselves, as level 2s, including this one. So, and you normally want to do that anyways because of how many materials these Flower Cardians need. Like this one needs at least 3 materials, including the tuner. So once per turn, Moonflower Viewing effect, we draw a card. Just straight up draw. Doesn't have to be a Flower Cardian, but if it is a Flower Cardian, you can special summon it. For this case, we don't have to. We drew the Flower Gathering, that's great. Let's go ahead and activate it. So we special summon 4 level monsters with 1 higher attack and defense and attack mode, and they have to be Flower Cardian. So these candidates will be Cherry Blossom, Willow, Zebragrass, and Pine. I believe these are your only 4 for this build, but that's all you need honestly. So yeah, here we are. Busting all 3 out. What am I doing? Sorry. Can you guys still see? Sorry, I'm confusing even more. There we go. Here. Field Center, the Monster Zones, Extra Deck Zone. Okay. Also, this map's kind of outdated, so sorry about that. This is actually the Arc 5 map with the actual pendulum scales there. It's kind of messy. I'm kind of glad they changed it, to be honest. So yeah. Okay, so a brief on fix of the field. And okay, so basically, without further ado, we're going to continue our engine by synchro summoning between these two and Moonflower Viewing. This also treats everyone as a level 2 into another Moonflower Viewing. And what we do with her is that we use the effect again. It's a soft once per turn, by the way. So we draw a card. It is a Flower Cardian. We'll choose not to special summon it. Then we'll do it once more. Synchro summon into our third Moonflower Viewing. Effect and draw. I bet you're wondering, what if we run out? But no worries. We have ways of returning her back to the deck. That's why we run that one pot of Avarice like you saw earlier, but we have other ways that I'll show you hopefully shortly. Lure Darkness to help thin out the deck. We draw 2. And then we banish 1 dark monster. Excellent. Now we desynchro. We return this to the extra deck, and then we special summon these guys again. Zebragrass and Willow. Okay, so what happens is... Whoa, what am I doing? Sorry. I'm confusing you guys, and I'm confusing myself. There we go. Proper placement on the field. So Zebragrass is going to trigger his effect. What he does is that when I'm more special summon, I reveal any number of Flower Cardians in my hand, and then shuffle it back to the deck. And if I do that, I draw the same number of cards. So see, Magical Mallet for Flower Cardians. It's one of the best cards in the deck, but only 2 because you don't want to draw 2 early on. And you end up drawing, end up having nothing to use this effect for, basically. Okay, so Flower Cardian effect. Moonflower Viewing, I draw a card. Not bad. And then Willow effect. This is how you return your turbo engine. You target Moonflower Viewing notably, and then you draw a card. And since you already thin out since it's just going to the extra deck, you just draw an extra card instead of swapping it out for another one in your graveyard. Essentially. Okay, so to continue, we'll synchro summon yet again. Moonflower Viewing effect. Draw a card. Okay, not bad. We'll save that for when we really need it. Like when we might draw Scroll in. Well, we'll see. Let's go ahead and activate the reincarnation we drew earlier. I'll return Willow and then go ahead and special summon one Flower Cardian in my hand. I'll just special summon the Willow, ignoring the summoning conditions. That way we can use the effect and then draw a card. Ooh, we have one more to go, guys, so let's be patient. As much as we're almost there, we have to be as patient as possible and as careful as possible. What am I doing, guys? I'm being a dork like Joey. I'm just kidding. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and activate reincarnation again. It's over here, sorry. And I'll target Zebra Grass, and then I'll special summon a Flower Cardian in my hand. I'll just show you guys my hand, just to show what I'm doing. I'll just choose Zebra Grass for obvious reasons, and then use the effect. Reveal 3, shuffle them back to the deck, and now we could draw 3 cards. Interesting. Okay, cut the deck, please. No problem, man. Thank you. Just kidding. Then we draw 3 cards. Oh, there's a Super All-In. Okay, and I might just be able to show you guys what Super All-In does. But first, let's Synchro Summon and draw. Oh, okay, we didn't draw the piece yet, so we're still good. Okay, let's see. So what we want to do first is activate Flower Stacking. As the name implies, it's not once per turn, so you could activate as many times as you want. It's only the second effect that is once per turn, but we hardly use that effect if somehow we're able to draw on Exodia the first turn. The second effect is pretty much a warrior returning alive for Flower Cardians, but you cannot use it the same turn you send it to the graveyard, which is kind of slow, but it comes in handy when somehow your opponent stops you and you have to use the Flower Cardian engine to win the duel, which is still possible for this build. Okay, without further ado, I'll show you what Super All-In does. Okay, Super All-In. You return one synchro monster in the field to the extra deck. If you do, special summon 4 Flower Cardians from your graveyard. It doesn't have to be different names, just straight up 4. So 1, Cherry Blossom, because he's cool. Zebra Grass, Moonflower Viewing, and what the heck, Willow. So that's 4, and then the second effect triggers. You could activate the top card of the deck, and if it's a Flower Cardian, you may special summon it, but we'll choose not to. And it's not because my camera can't fit it. It's because we might need to use the effect, and which we'll do now. Cherry Blossom of Curtain, draw. There it is, and then we'll special summon it. Just so you guys can see it. There we go. Now that's gonna confuse you. Okay, move down. Move over, move over. So we all move over. There we go. That's not bad. Okay, so don't worry, it's not going to be too full for long. So these effects are negated, by the way, guys. So one of these are going to trigger immediately. That's the Zebra Grass. So we're going to use the same effect. This time we're shuffling 4 cards back to the deck. This guy is not once per turn at all. It's as many times as you could summon him. So that's 4, right? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still nothing, but that's okay. Now we get to trigger these effects. Let's go and activate Moonflower Viewing. Draw. Okay, still nothing. We'll go and activate Reinforcement of the Army, though, just to thin out the deck. Let's add the Curtain, because you could always special summon him for free. Good. Sorry. Anyways, I'll go ahead and Synchro Summon. Oh, cut the deck. No problem, man. Thank you. Anyways, Synchro Summon with these guys into Moonflower Viewing again. Take the extra deck zone and draw. Oh, nothing. Then we haven't used Willow's effect yet, so we're gonna go and return the one that we just Synchro Summoned with to the extra deck, the Moonflower Viewing, then draw. Still nothing. Okay, next we're gonna go ahead and special summon. I'll tell you what, let's go and special summon the Zebra Grass that we drew, then we use the same effect. These are from the hand, by the way, guys. So we'll reveal these 3 from our hand, and then we'll shuffle them and then draw 3 cards. Deck's getting very thin. Let's see what happens. Where are the cards? Okay, still no Exodia. Oh, the suspense, huh? That's the thrill of running Exodia. Okay, so what we'll do is that since we're drawing flower cardians, we're gonna go ahead and make use of Cherry Blossom Effect by activating our last flower stacking. So we're gonna go ahead and stack different names. Oops, that's a fizzle. I don't have different names. Oh, and the Exodia piece, last Exodia piece was on top of the deck. I guess I was too careful, but that's okay. That's if it's casual play, then you could just say that's an invalid play. And if that was tournament and I did that, then I guess the judge was gonna flag me. But as long as I verify I don't have enough targets and I didn't know for sure, then I think we're fine. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and synchro summon between these 3. And draw. Okay, nothing. That's alright. And special summon Willow again. Once per turn, use the effect, return this, and draw. This is it, guys. So without further ado, we summoned all 5 pieces of Exodia. I could go again, but I'm gonna go ahead and save you guys some time, because we don't have all the time in the world. And I hope you guys enjoy this deck profile. This is to help you guys evaluate the card effects for the new Flower Cardians, including their new spell card. And to be honest, I'm surprised not too many people are posting their Flower Cardian deck profiles with the new Flower Cardian cards. Maybe it's because of the Dragoon hype. Speaking of Dragoon, guys, the next deck profiles for Halloween will be featuring Dragoon, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Yes, I have my own copy. Just for a sneak peek. That will of course be leading to the updated deck profile for my Red Eyes Dragon Link deck profile. Who would have thought? So yeah, for this Halloween, I'll introduce you guys to Dragoontober. So yeah, without further ado, that's the deck tutorial, guys. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any more questions in the comments below. I'll be happy to help you and inform you how to run the deck. And hopefully there'll be other Flower Cardian deck profiles like this that'll be just as good, but even better. I don't mind, as long as we have the community, right? Okay, so without further ado, guys, happy Halloween. Please be safe out there, and have a great day.